I start choking after I like talk for a long time.
I got it. Get like dry mouth or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing worse than cotton mouth. Have you had that before? Cotton mouth, where your mouth is like super dry, like you can't even make the saliva.
Actually, yeah, I've had that. Yep, I've had that.
Sucks.
Yep, I've been there before.
You comfortable?
I am. I'm
Good?
very comfortable.
All right.
Yeah.
You're not shy to cameras, right?
I'm not. No.
Right.
Surprisingly, I am a shy person, but
Really?
I think cameras are
Oh, okay.
okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Welcome back, Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. Your boy Jonah. I got a special guest, Jennie. How you doing, Jennie?
I'm doing good.
Welcome. Thank you for coming through. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
You're a bubbly person from the walk over here. So.
Oh, thank you. I try to be.
Yeah, very nice. So one of my friends sent me a reel you made. Shout out to Matthew. He's the one to see, because I sent him the screenshot. I was like, I asked her. Yeah. And he's all, just shout me out, bro. So shout out to Matthew. Appreciate you sending me the video.
Hi,
Matthew. About an ID badge.
Right.
And he's like, she's in San Diego. And I was like, oh, where? Let me reach out. Maybe I can, that sounds like an interesting story. I want to hear more about this ID badge reel that it was like, kind of viral?
Yeah. So for the people who don't know, I went viral for an ID badge, and it's a work ID, right?
Funny, yeah.
And it's an elementary school work ID because I worked at an elementary school. Yeah. And I'm sure we'll get into that, but I worked for an elementary school. And the picture that HR took of me, They took it.
So it wasn't like you submitted a picture.
No, they took the photo right there during orientation. Oh, wow. After training. They took that photo, and I had no idea. Like, I thought it was shoulder up. I thought it was.
I was telling my wife that because I was telling her the story, and I was like, most ID badges is like a little bit below the neck.
Right.
And then your head, like.
Yeah, so I thought shoulder up.
Yeah.
No, baby, they went like right here, like belly button up.
Yeah, they included all your employees.
They did, and I don't know if the camera can see that I'm kind of blessed with
this one right here.
Okay, I'm kind of blessed and shaped a certain way.
Yeah.
So I took a photo of it because once I got my ID, it was like hilarious to me, and I was
it like all around? Everybody was like laughing about it, or
like yes.
Okay.
But see, I posted it to my personal Facebook first,
oh,
and it got like laugh reactions from my family and like close friends. So then I went to Instagram, and mind you, Instagram had like maybe like 4,000 follows, right?
Oh, that thing made you blow up. Then.
Yeah, and TikTok had about like 100 follows. And then what happened? I posted it to Instagram. There wasn't a big reaction on Instagram. Still, like, it's like personal friends and like photographers. And they're just like, oh, that's hilarious. Then I posted it to TikTok. Now, this is weird. I do have to mention that it was 11 p.m. when I made that TikTok. And I thought, oh, my personal friends are going to see this.
Yeah.
I made it, uploaded it. Good night. Went to sleep. There was no reactions. I probably stayed up like 20 minutes. No reactions to it. Went to sleep. Next morning was 500,000 on TikTok. God. Right? And then by afternoon, it was already 1 million. And then I had like 70,000 like follows on TikTok.
Wow. Over the one video.
Yes, over that one video. And so, yeah, that's kind of what happened. I did blow up because of this TikTok, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, and I think it got like a big reaction because big boobs, And then elementary school, like
that was the funniest part. It's like it's a school badge, it's like school ID badge, you know?
And even me, they're my boobs, but I was still like, damn, why did they do that?
I don't need that out there like that.
I'm just like, damn, okay, But yeah, I kind of blew up because of that.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
you never know. I always say like you're one video away from like blowing up, and what a video for you to blow up.
Now the internet knows me as like this big tittied OnlyFans like elementary school teacher. Hey,
I mean that's an angle you could take.
No, I know, but
did you get any? I had questions like, did you get any backlash from parents?
Yeah, so I think that's why the video also blew up. It's not everyone being like,
oh, awesome.
Awesome. This is great. Like, make your money, girl. 2 jobs. Like, you got to do what you got to do in California, right?
Yeah.
No, there's like a lot of people who were like, oh, like, let's get her fired. Let's find out who this girl is and get her fired.
Holy shit.
And I don't look at the comments. I'll be honest. Like, it brings down my mood. I'm not really one to cry over like hate comments, but it doesn't make me feel good,
right?
So I just let it happen, and there's a lot of people who just want to like start a petition, start a riot
over a picture. The school took.
Yes,
that's the craziest part.
Yeah.
The school took that picture.
Right, and then there's people trying to be funny, like she's the reason why fathers show up to parent-teacher conferences.
You're welcome for involving your kid's father in their lives.
Yeah, sorry. Right.
Doing a community service and you're attacking this woman.
Right, yeah.
That's crazy.
So that video was actually taken about like 3 years ago.
Oh, so yeah,
it's actually pretty like old-ish. It's not new at all. And then I posted it to Instagram when TikTok was deleting. Was that a month ago now?
Yeah, almost like a month. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then, so a month ago, I uploaded it on Instagram, and now it's at 4 million views on Instagram.
Damn.
Yeah, so it blew up again.
Brand new hate.
It is. It started back up, and it's actually like worse. It's actually way worse.
Did you get fired from the school?
No. Okay. So I never disclosed this because this is embarrassing. I went to orientation, which was like maybe like 2 weeks long or something. I can't remember. And then I went to work at the elementary school, and I actually quit after 3 hours.
No way.
So I was never even like working there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
so all these parents with the pitchforks for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. Like I was there for 3 hours.
You didn't like it?
So backstory is that I've worked with kids for 7 years up until that point, right? I used to love kids. I had the patience for them like all day long, and I just loved them. And when I started working at this school, I didn't realize that the school was giving me like the after school kids and like
the troublemakers type.
Yeah, it was exactly that.
And I was one of them,
so was I actually. So what happened was it started right. I was an after school. If you read the ID, it says program leader.
Oh, okay.
And someone left.
Ain't nobody looking at the words on that picture.
I know. This is the funny thing is that I wasn't actually like a teacher either.
Right.
So people who say like
just staff.
Yeah, I'm just staff, right? I'm just staff working with after school kids. And so the class started, and I remember like immediately like a rush of kids comes in and like they start fighting. Shit. They're fist fighting over like these little toys that we set out on the table, right?
What's the age range?
They are kindergarten.
Oh, so my God.
They were like 4 or 5-ish, right? Yeah. You might not think that's like bad, but these kids.
Those little motherfuckers are bad.
No, I know. Listen, I worked with kids for 7 years. This classroom was the worst classroom I have ever seen. Like the worst kids I've ever met in my entire life. It's not their fault.
Right.
I want to blame the parents for like this behavior.
It's always the mom's fault. For sure.
Right. And you can tell like the other program leaders that I was working with, which were like 3 or 4 of them, my age, like they couldn't control these kids. Like you see the dead in their eyes, like they're done, right? And so I am supposed to shadow a worker, and she straight up leaves me. She doesn't give a fuck. She just like sits in the corner, and like you just see the dead in her eyes, you know, just she's done.
It's a paycheck for her.
Right. It was a paycheck for everyone. And I felt bad. I was like, I want to be involved in these kids' lives. And there was this one kid that they warned me about. And I was like, this kid can't be bad. No, he was terrible. He was a terror the whole entire time.
For the whole 3 hours.
Yes, he punched a kid. This is them fighting. Yeah. Like once class started, there's toys on the table. He's like, I think he like punched a kid or something, or like bit a kid. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm like blocking it out because I'm traumatized. Yeah. My mind is like, let's not remember this. But you know, he's 5, so I'm like, oh, this poor kid, he probably has a troubled life, which I'm sure he does, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just making excuses for him. I'm like, okay, like, let's give him a break now. And then I remember we had a chance to go outside and play. And he went under the desk and just starts like kicking, screaming. And all the kids can't go outside until everyone goes outside. So he's, you know, mind you, this is all in 3 hours.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
He's already like hit a kid or bit a kid. He's under the desk screaming and kicking. And then we went to go eat in the cafeteria. And he also like just throws his food at like other kids.
Oh my God.
I think he pulled a kid's hair. Like he is terrible. This is the worst kid I've ever met. Yes. And then we go back to the classroom after we come back from the cafeteria. I'm reading a book to some kid who's like right here next to me. And then he gets on this side next to me because he wants to listen to the book. And I'm like, okay, let's read this book together. And I read the title of the book. I think it was about centipedes. And then he's just like, that's not how you say centipedes when I read the title. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I want you to read it correctly.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, the word is centipede. Like, so I read it again. I'm like, it says centipede, honey.
Did he?
And he flipped his shit
over that.
He punched me like right here. Like,
oh my God.
Right here next to my eye. And sorry, I'm laughing because you might not think this is like a lot, but mind you, he was terrible the whole 3 hours.
Yeah.
And like, out of working with kids for 7 years, I've never had a kid hit me like that.
Oh, damn.
I've never had a kid hit me, period. And so...
Just a badass kid.
Yeah. And I just remember when he hit me, the book also fell, right? And it made everyone like turn to us. Oh. And I remember just sitting there just like doing this. And everyone's looking at me and I'm looking at everyone because I don't know how to react.
Right. Because you can't punch them.
Here's the thing about working with other people's kids. It's that like you can't discipline them.
Right.
Right. You can like gently like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like it when you hit me. You know, like the gentle parenting, express your emotion.
The worst kind of parenting.
Right. Yes. The parenting my parents did not do.
The parenting that doesn't work.
Right. Yeah. That's as far as you can go. Right. But I actually don't remember where he went. I don't know if he continued to sit there after he punched me. But another program leader was like, did he just hit you? And I just remember like nodding my head like, yeah, like no words are coming out of my mouth.
Right.
And she was like, okay, oh geez. And then
not again.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
So she tells like my supervisor is making a phone call. And during this time, I actually like am just like roaming around the room because I don't know what to do. They didn't like send me outside immediately, which was shitty. Now I see that's kind of shitty to like keep me in the classroom after I'm like shocked.
With your terror.
Yeah. And this poor kid wanted to do like a crossword puzzle with me. And I'm just like not even talking to this kid who wants to actually like interact. Because to her, like, she doesn't give a fuck, right? She doesn't know like the extent of like.
So people get punched.
Right. She doesn't know I'm going through some sort of like crisis, right? So the supervisor does a phone call. She calls me outside and I just start crying because that hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lie. Because again, I've worked with kids for so long and I love them so like deeply that like that hurt my feelings that some kid would do that to me. And I was like, I don't think I can work with this classroom.
Oh, man.
And so the supervisor just let me cry. She put me in another classroom, but to talk to like her, like another supervisor, like another higher up. To like talk
about what happened?
Right. It was like the higher ups of the school. And they're like, we got to make an incident report and like, you know, just all the shebang, right? Of what happens when an employee gets hurt. And so
when you get pushed by a kid.
Right. Now see, he's 5, but it hurt.
Right.
Oh, it hurt. It hurt real bad.
Unexpected too, so
right.
Caught you lacking.
Yeah. For a centipede book. Yeah. Because he thought I was saying the word incorrectly.
Oh my God.
It was weird. Like this kid got triggered over like everything and anything. And so I remember going home and they sent me home 1 hour early. So that shift, program leaders, they work like 4-hour shifts. I worked 3. And then I went home and I was like,
hell
no, like, nah. And I could just, you know, when you're at an end of a career, like I've worked with kids for like almost a decade. So that kid punching me, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to like just stop working with kids altogether.
Hang up the books.
Right. Because listen, I don't got the patience for them anymore.
I bet.
Right.
And if a kid does this, you know, like,
Right. And so I'm just like, listen, maybe I just shouldn't work with kids anymore. So I was at that school for literally 3 hours.
And parents are like, fire her.
Right. And even to this day, and I'm like reading the comments kind of.
Did they find out what school it was?
No, nobody ever found out. I'll tell you off camera.
Right.
And you'll be like, oh, it was that school.
Yeah. If it's in this area. Understandable.
Right. But like, yeah, so it's so funny when people are like, let's find out who she is. Let's get her fired.
And they really do that shit though. They really like, that's
cancel.
Yeah, the cancel like, oh, you can't believe you said that. I gotta go and dig into your whole past. Like, dude, you ain't got no job.
Listen, I understand if like someone made a racist, like, you know, they're in a store acting like crazy. That's fine.
I like those videos.
Really?
You see this guy?
Yeah,
like,
right.
He works here, his family, and I'm like, oh yeah, get him.
Right. But you know, I worked there for 3 hours, so internet, please calm down. Yeah, I do not work with children. The last time I worked with children was like 3-4 years ago, so calm down, please.
Did you already do the like OF when you were doing that?
I did.
Oh, okay, all
so
right.
I am guilty of that. I will admit.
I mean, that's like not one another, but
right.
Maybe they went to your page and they're all like, oh my God, and
right, yeah,
on top of her ID badge.
Right. So you know what? I can't really get mad at that because I'm sure my 5-year-old in elementary school had a hot teacher, big tits, and I find out she's doing porn or OnlyFans. I'm not going to start a riot.
But you have an opinion about it for sure.
I'll be like, hey, you don't film in the classrooms, right?
Like, not when the kids are there.
Right? You don't film where my son sits, right, girl?
Only when your husband's here.
Right. But like, yeah, I wouldn't start a riot, but I also understand the like anger behind like parents and like, so I get it.
So because you weren't even, for how long have you been doing that? Because that was 3 years ago.
Right.
How long have you been doing OF?
Since COVID, 2020.
Okay.
2020. So it's been 5 years.
There was a period of time when you were doing it and working with kids.
Was there? Probably. Yeah.
Was there ever any dads that like, oh, who's that son? Or
No, like recognized in person.
Yeah, right.
No.
Okay.
No, I've been recognized like twice in person, and it actually wasn't for OnlyFans. I don't think so. Yeah.
Was it for the video?
Well, the funny thing is, I used to do YouTube videos. Okay. And I did a DNA test of like Ancestry, like 23andMe.
To find out what you...
Yeah, to find out like my roots and everything. And I just remember someone shouting like, you're that girl that did the DNA ancestry thing. I watched that video. You're so funny.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
So, yeah, I've been recognized for
when
that.
They're like, hey, you're like,
Yeah.
what is he gonna?
But like shopping somewhere and someone's like, I've seen your nudes.
Oh, okay.
That has never happened.
Not yet. Yeah,
no,
not yet.
Not yet.
That's a new level of success right there.
Yeah. That has not happened.
They're like,
at
hey,
right. Wait a minute. No, that hasn't happened. So. Recognized for other things.
Were you doing it like hobbyish, or were you like, no, I'm gonna take it serious? When you started,
I feel like I go like off and on. I think when I started, it was more like a hobby, and it actually wasn't even supposed to be like nudes, to be honest. I was doing like car photo shoots on Instagram. Up. And mind you, that was like also a hobby. Like it got me modeling,
like what is it, the import model type?
Right, yeah. Right. So, it has a little audience here in San Diego. Like the car meets, they're like a big thing here. Yeah. So like I was really like into that like group, I guess. And so I was just doing like local, car shoots and everything. And I wanted to like show the more like lingerie type of shoots.
With cars still?
Yeah, with cars. So that's why I started the OnlyFans, because I'm like, let me post, the risky.
The risky. Yeah.
Right. But then I realized the more naked I got.
Look at how that works.
Right. So it was never meant to be like anything, which is so funny because, we're talking about like my setup and everything now.
Right,
and
it's like extreme now.
It's extreme.
So
there's
like if you were like 2020 you would have been like never.
Yeah. Just one day someone on OnlyFans was like, I will give you $10 if you show your tits.
Oh,
and
so
I'm like,
whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, $10,
to him,
10. Yeah. Yeah. And then just more people kept asking. And then at some point it was just like tits and nothing else. And then at some point,
they're like, what?
Yeah. And then
what
I don't know.
else is down?
Yeah. I realized the more naked I got, the more people just paid. And now I am blessed enough to say that I do it full time. I do not have another job.
No more teaching. Your kids are safe.
Teaching. No.
Your husband's though.
Right.
Check those links, ladies.
Right. But that is my full-time job. Never going back with kids. I don't think so.
Right.
Right. So
they'd probably find you and throw a bunch of hate your way again anyways. So. Yeah,
it's whatever. I just assume the hate boosts up the algorithm. That's all.
Yeah, that's the only thing that boosts the because I'll post a video. I had a couple of videos go viral, and it's just hate comments. And at first I try to keep up and like read them, but then after a while, you get something, you're like, man. Yeah, argue with yourselves. I'm not gonna.
That's how I feel. Yeah. I'm like, just argue with yourself.
They act like it's about them, which is the craziest thing.
Yeah, like they were personally attacked.
I put from a podcast, from an episode. This girl was saying like a huge like ick would be if her man doesn't like to party at family functions. Like he just sits there with like a mean like like bitter, like those guys are like, I don't want to be here type.
Yeah, right.
Man, the guys in the comments, oh, you're the red flag. Why we can't just? It's like, bro, she's not talking about any of you.
She's not calling out names. Nothing. Or anything.
It's just like I just wouldn't want a man like that. And they're like, oh, but I'm like that. And it's like, you're not dating her. Like,
okay.
All right.
Well, find a girl that will accept you.
A little homebody.
Right. Yeah. That's so interesting because like I don't think I've ever left a hate comment like ever. Oh. If I did, I was probably 15.
I'll think it. Oh, this dumbass, and then just keep scrolling. Like I'm not gonna sit there and. No, yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I keep scrolling too. I don't have the time to write a paragraph about something. I'm sure I have.
You're right.
But do I do it as like a hobby or like frequently? No.
Right.
No.
Because come on.
Yeah, it's the internet.
It's the internet. The internet's gonna internet for sure.
Right. Something's always gonna offend me like once a day. So what? Just keep on scrolling.
Do you still get? All right. So that one video gave you a bunch of notice and following.
Right. Yeah.
To like now you have an audience,
right,
of people who know what you do and they're like, oh, I'm a fan of it at least,
right? Yeah.
But do you get negative DMs?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people honestly, no.
No. It's mostly like I'm gonna imagine like thirsty.
Right.
DMs.
It is.
Yeah,
It's mostly thirsty. It's mostly like, hey, you're in my city. Like, come on, yeah. Or text me, baby, you know.
That's gotta be some old dude.
Right? Yeah, it always is.
He's all PM me.
Yeah. It always is for some reason.
Like the older guy.
Right.
Who look at their phone like this one is PM.
And then they're like, she's totally gonna, fall for it.
You should just send them the link.
Right.
Here's where you can find me, sir.
Right. Some girls, they charge like $300 to like for like a dude to text them. Like if a dude is like
to like personally text them?
Yeah. And I'm thinking,
hey,
nah.
You want my number, sir? $250.
$250. There you go. It's a deal.
Tuesday special.
Right. But as for like hate DMs, they're in there, but like somehow my Instagram like blocks those things. Yeah. So I have to like really go into like my requested and like show everything and like scroll through it.
Do you do that? Like scroll like what's in here? No.
No, not really. Again, like I know it's mostly going to be hate. So like why even do that to myself?
Yeah,
and
why even bring that kind of energy towards you?
Right. So like I figured like whoever loves me, they're going to like subscribe to the OnlyFans and DM me on there and, just, yeah.
Those get replies for sure. Right?
Those get the replies. Yes. I try to. Yeah. There's like 7,000 subscribers now and I can't keep up with them. God. I'll be honest. I can't keep up with them at all.
That's a lot. Good. Congratulations, girl. What would you say? How many of those came from after the viral videos?
I'd say 7,000. No, I get. I'd say like a good, honestly, like 6,000 because I was already at like 1,000, and like just each time that video goes viral, there's just more hundreds that pour in. And then I'll go through a quiet phase and I'm like, damn, I got to upload that video again. Re-upload.
Pull it up.
Yeah. It always finds a different audience every single time. Dope. Right. Yeah. So
7,000 subscribers.
Yeah. So
if you don't mind me asking, what's your monthly fee?
Right now it's $3.99.
I mean, still.
Yeah.
A month?
Yeah.
No wonder you living on full time.
Exactly, right? So
and you're investing in your your business.
Right, yeah.
Because you went and like upgraded.
Yeah, I just upgraded. For people who don't know, I just upgraded. I got a new fancy toy. I got some
That's a
lights.
machine.
It's a machine. Yeah. It's like a machine, and I don't know how graphic I can get on this podcast, but it's a machine.
Yeah, it goes in and out.
Right. And I got a chair, a sex chair, as you will.
Is it like combined? Like it's meant for that kind of toy?
It's meant for that. Yeah. So I have a sex chair. I have lights. I have a new light setup, and yeah. So I'm upgrading.
That's cool.
So the money I get, it's to make it better. You know,
to better the experience for your viewers.
Right. Yeah. So I just feel like I'm upgrading, and at this point, it's just a full-time job. It is. It
is a little bit exhausting, huh? Like not only create the content, and then you got to sit there because like,
right.
I'm like, oh, now I got to edit this video.
Here's the thing, and I will be graphic at this point. People don't realize how frequently I have to masturbate.
You know how much about
just to make money? Like, people think, oh, that's the dream. Yeah. Or, oh, I could go all day. Hell no. You know, there's even like porn stars that like get tired because their set is like 6 hours long.
Holy.
Yeah, it's
like Alive or something?
Like Pornhub, like, you know, like big production, like big porn companies.
Yeah, that's like a whole.
Yeah, and then like dudes have to like numb it with like a spray and everything.
So that they can go longer?
Yeah. I've worked at a retail store and a sex theater. At that point, so I know
it's not even enjoyable. It's like,
yeah, it's not.
It really becomes a chore. You're like,
no. Ugh. And I don't want to complain because people are someone's going to comment like, you have the easiest job. And I want to say, yes, I do. And I'm very blessed for it.
Yeah.
But when you're on that machine every 2 days and you're not even horny, you're just like, oh, here we go again. God damn it.
Y'all like,
yeah.
Let me get some alcohol in my system.
Right. Listen, it's like any other job. There's pros and cons.
Of course.
You're going to complain about your job no matter how easy it is.
I'm sure there's days you look at it and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I just want it. Like, I don't want
Get
it in
it
my
out of
sight.
here.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh, God, no.
Before you bought that toy, did you use it before? Was it more than you expected, or was it exactly what you thought was going to be? Like
the machine experience?
Yeah.
It was probably more than what I thought it would be.
Okay.
It's very fun. I will say that.
Right.
But what makes it fancy is that it's actually tip controlled. So you hook it up to a live stream through Bluetooth. And this app, it's really weird.
Tip control, like money tip.
Yeah, like money tip.
Oh, I thought you meant
no, not tip.
I was like, what? No. So the more they tip, the more it does?
The faster it goes. Yeah.
So you're at the mercy of your viewers.
Yes. And so, and I try to live stream for at least 2 hours. Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
See how I'm fucking tired?
Surprised you walk.
I know. I'm always in pain. No, I'm not. But yeah, it's tip activated. So the viewers, they tip and they control like the thrust of it. So
oh, wow. That's crazy.
very fancy.
Now I'm just curious. Does your family feel any type of way, or I feel like in this new era of like 2025, we're like, whatever.
Oh no, trust me, my parents had me late. They're in their 60s.
Oh,
like they are older, right? And so they're very traditional. We're talking scary Hispanic, like Catholic. Oh my God, my mom.
Beacons everywhere.
You don't understand. My mom was a practicing nun before she had us kids. So she is like God all the way, And so we're a Catholic Hispanic family, and they're very traditional. And how they feel about it is that I kind of like eased them into it. So when I was 20 years old, for reference, I'm 27.
Oh, okay.
When I was 20 years old, I worked at Hustler Hollywood.
In downtown?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I met Jenna Jameson there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was a long time ago when they had when she was still kind of relevant.
Oh.
She was doing a signing. Me and
really?
my friends were like, I gotta meet her.
What? She was signing in there?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I still have the picture somewhere too. Like,
what? That's actually
so if you
cool.
bought a magazine, she'd sign it.
What?
So we bought the Hustler. Me and my friends like split the pages. Like, here, you get this one.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have anything cool like that.
No?
No.
Oh,
and I worked
crazy.
there for like a year or something.
I thought that was cool. I was like, yo, she's in San Diego.
Yeah, that's cool.
You get a chance to meet her. And
oh, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I worked there when I was 20 years old. I remember I got the interview. When I had the interview for that place, I told my mom. And she started crying.
She's like, no.
She was like, no, mija. Yeah. She's like, no, mija, por favor, no.
Otra cosa.
Yeah, otra cosa. ¿Por qué? Like all that. And so I needed money though. Right. And so I never even wanted to go into this industry, which is so funny.
You just
never interested, no.
Got an interview. And like,
I got an interview because I was like, I guess, I needed a paycheck. And for me, it was a retail job because I was just a cashier.
It really is just,
just
the items are different than
right. Yeah.
Target.
Right. But here's the weird transition into this like industry. So Hustler Hollywood, I'm there for a year, and I realized that people like the idea of me being in this industry. It still didn't like cross my mind to even like film for the internet or anything. OnlyFans wasn't even like a thing.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. And so the option was like, you're either a porn star or a stripper at the time. Oh. And I was like, hell no,
To both?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'd never do that, So after Hustlers, I quit that job because downtown San Diego, it's crazy. Homeless people, oh my God.
Harassments.
Yes, every single day there was theft.
Inside the store?
Yes. People steal dildos without the charger.
He's like, I got the charger at home.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, it's going to work for you for like 20 minutes.
Is women stealing these?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
All right, little kleptos.
We had one dude that would come in every single night and steal wigs because we would sell wigs. And women steal like vibrators. And I had a dude. Oh my God, this fucking dude. I swear to God. I saw him at my other job, which I'll get to in a second. But there's this dude that stole like a $300 vibrating dildo.
Damn.
And some lube, and he ran. And yeah, he was just fucking weird. So after Hustler
just takes over, huh?
Right? So I quit because it's actually dangerous to be in downtown. Yeah. It really is. So, and we got out at 3 a.m.
Oh, that's crazy. And it's right next to a club.
It is. So we would have like drunks, and my manager would put me Friday and Saturday nights. She would not change my schedule at all. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm 20 and I'm not going to lie. I'm like very timid, very like, I'm not scary. Right. And I would be alone on the floor with homeless people and drunk people.
Right.
And
beautiful combination.
Right. I remember my last day, there was some guy who just came from the club with his buddy and he's pissing like on the floor. Oh, and then he like, I don't know what he did, but he fell on like one of our tables, which has like glass on it.
Oh, fuck.
And you just hear like the glass like break through.
Oh.
And then like there's a homeless person stealing. And I just remember like just looking around the store and I'm like, this is my last day. Yeah.
Your last days are like good stories.
Oh my God. I hate last days. I'm notorious for quitting jobs. Because for some reason, something always goes wrong.
I feel like good reasons, though.
I feel like it's good reasons, too.
Yeah.
But my resume is like 15 jobs long,
oh,
mind
shit.
you. I always quit for like some inconvenience.
You're like, oh, come in?
Yeah.
No. Done.
Right. So after Hustlers, I remember I took a break. I don't know how long of a break it was, but I took a break from the industry because I still wasn't interested in it. But then I needed money again. And I remember I applied to Adult Depot.
Is that the one of Hamasha or something?
Yeah, that one near Point Loma. Yeah.
Oh, the superstore or whatever down there?
Not that one, but it's near it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I work at Adult Depot, which is a movie theater for porn. Really? Yeah. I
didn't know that.
An adult movie theater. I worked there as a cashier. Nothing crazy. Still nothing crazy, right? And oh my God, I saw that bald guy who stole like the $300.
Oh, he was there, of course. Yeah. That makes sense.
Actually, I think I quit because of him. He made me quit that job too.
It's him.
It's him.
McMuffin.
He was my last straw. I have a story time about it on my TikTok, but I was working at this adult theater. It's really weird. Like, I never want to call people weird because I think I'm weird, you know? And so, but the people there, I mean, I worked graveyard.
They're going to a theater.
8. Yeah, I know.
to beat their shit.
I worked 12 to 8 graveyard, right? All alone.
12 midnight to 8 in the morning?
Yes.
That's
all alone.
Crazy.
No security, no nothing. Same with Hustler Hollywood. No security, no nothing. What happens in these stores is that you work alone on the floor. Like nobody else is with you.
Just let the people do their thing.
Yeah. And so just people are so interesting. You know, I had some dude like every single night try to shoot up heroin like in the theater or in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And I just remember like a lot of drugs happening. I was super uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know what to do because I'm like a small girl and what am I going to do? Like, hey, stop that. And, you know? Hey. Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Right.
Yeah.
But then customers would get mad at me and they'll be like, do something.
Damn.
And I'm just like seeing a muscular guy on heroin and I'm like,
you got it.
No, thank you. And then that bald guy, oh my God.
That motherfucker.
Oh my God. I don't know. Like again, I have a story time on this, but long story short, he was like giving me the runaround. Like he was done like masturbating or something. And I remember he came out of the bathroom with like his pants down And he was like, you guys don't have any more tissue paper. Like, you guys don't supply shit here. And he's just yelling at me.
Oh, sorry for the inconvenience of your masturbation,
right?
sir.
Do it at home. Do it at home where
like a
you
normal person.
Just do it at home where you have toilet paper or something.
But that was the thing, right? Like, people go there for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or to hook up, I imagine.
Yes, it happens. Like, and I'm not endorsing it, right? Because that's not safe.
But
right?
that's what happened.
It happens.
I had a friend who worked at F Street. You remember F Street?
I think so.
They sold porn and stuff and toys. Okay. There was one here in Chillicothe, but there was one in downtown too.
Oh, what?
He said he was just a cashier too.
Okay.
But it was like a meetup for gay dudes.
Really?
Yeah, or like if you're into that, like they would just wait in the back, and because they had the little private rooms where you could watch a movie and you know do your thing. He said that they would just like some type of signal, and it's like,
yes,
let's go on there.
I've seen it. Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes, because our theater also had private rooms.
Oh.
I had to stop these two old ass men twice in one night.
Trying to get this nut off.
Yeah, I could hear it. I could hear them sucking it off, which is not allowed, by the way. So I'm like knocking at their door, and I'm like,
you can hear?
Like, stop.
My boy was giving that work.
Oh my God. You could hear the buckle come off and everything. And I was like, you guys need to like get out. Like, you know, I'm using my big girl voice there. But yeah, I've seen it.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, they have a signal of like,
you know, like,
yeah.
I don't know. It was just like,
yeah.
He would tell us, I was like, I couldn't, like, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, he's like, dude, you wouldn't even think we're into that. You know, you look at him, you're like, no way.
Right.
So, just in there.
Why can't you guys just, you know, meet up on an app, go to dinner, and then go home?
That's a
Don't
lot of
do
work.
it at my job where I have to stop the duck.
The old dude sucking dick.
Yes, the dick sucking. Like, just go home. Just go home.
The crazy thing is you heard it. So he was giving them that, like,
yes,
that work.
Oh my God. And they did it twice that night. Like, they stopped when I told them to. So they listened pretty quick, but then like an hour goes by and they're like,
back to some
back
dicks.
to it.
He's like, hey, I didn't get mine.
Listen, go in the car.
Yeah.
Their cars are outside. Go in the parking lot.
Like a respectable adult.
Right? Like a normal. No, I'm kidding.
Like a normal person.
Right?
Damn, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. So I quit because of how crazy that
bet.
was. But you
you
know,
went from like Hustler was like, oh, they're stealing shit.
Right. Yeah.
So like, hey, stop sucking dick in the private
right.
room.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Things happen at Hustlers too. Like, I wasn't there for this, but my manager one day stopped like a threesome in the changing rooms. And there's just a bunch of people trying to have sex in the store.
Like the thrill, like, oh, I fucked that Hustler or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've never done that. I'm not really into that. But,
that's
you
funny.
know, yeah. I think people are just like, this is really hot if we do it like in public and somewhat acceptable like environment.
Because it's a sex store.
Yeah. So they're like, let's get our freak on.
Yeah.
When in reality, the poor workers are like, fuck.
Yo, they're like, please, no, please don't do
and
that.
that's not a request. Yeah. That's not demand. But they're like, the workers, we're just there for a paycheck. Yeah. Okay, we don't want to see it.
We don't want to hear it.
We don't want to hear it. We're just there to sell you something, right? We're just salespeople.
Damn, at that point, that's what you just like rent out little rooms or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
The whole upstairs is just a bunch of private rooms, like
right.
$30 for 15 minutes.
Right? Doesn't like Mexico have that? Like hotels where it's like sex hotels or something? I don't know if they even exist here. I've never Googled that.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. Oh, I know there's a place where they do like orgies and like, it's like a big house.
House of Black.
I don't know if that's the one. I know is called McFadden's or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. I'm really not into that.
Oh, yeah. I had a guest who's into like that whole, you go, you get naked and walk around. And it's like, you want to fuck? Sure, why not?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really into that side of like, you know,
you're more into like the you I was gonna say you're more into like the individual
camming.
Yeah, but I saw you did a collab.
I do many collabs.
Oh, I don't know him, but I know he used to work at a strip club.
Oh my God, Avery.
Yes.
what is it? DJ Waistline. Yeah.
That's right. He's a DJ. Yeah. He was a DJ at the club.
Yeah. So he worked here in San Diego. I'm not going to disclose where. I don't think he would care if I disclosed it, but I'm not going to. But yeah, he was a DJ for a strip club. Yeah. Now he works in Vegas, but he still lives here.
Shit, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm able to like collab with him. He has an OnlyFans as well. Yeah. So we have a video that's like 20 minutes long on there. And yeah, it's one of the better videos.
It's on his?
It's on both of ours.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. So he's really cool, very sweet. And so, yeah, he lives like nearby in San Diego. He just comes here like whenever, like here and there, right? But when he's in town, How does that type of collab happen? Like, is there things you need to provide, or like, obviously you need to be safe. So is there like, here's this, like, I kind of go all our stuff needs to be in order. Yeah. So I kind of go based off of like their page, honestly. Okay. Like I try to see if they're serious content creators. Oh, not just somebody trying to knock your boots. Yeah, because I swear to you, every single day there's someone like, let's collab. And it's like 0 followers, 0 like everything. Their like icon picture, whatever, is like, you know, the blank Facebook like outline thing, you know? And I'm like, sir, like you don't have a name to your username, no picture, no nothing. And so they have to be about that life. Right. Now with DJ Waistline, I actually met him in person first. Oh, that's like, cool. We didn't meet on social media. I was at AVN. Oh, in AVN Vegas. Is dope. Yes, you've been there? Yeah, I went once. Yeah. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I try to go every year. I was sick this year, so I couldn't do it. But I try to go. Like you go like in a booth, or you just walk around? I just walk around. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not that popular. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I know that those are like millions and millions of subscribers. Yeah. Well, also they don't have an OnlyFans like booth. They should. I mean, I know, right? Like, get with the program, guys. Yeah. There should be an OnlyFans catalog, or you know, category in the AVN thing. No, they don't have it. So therefore I cannot be at AVN with the booth. Oh. But I do walk around and I do try to, you know, like mingle and everything. I try to go with a male friend because there are weird people. Bro. Like people get kicked out of there. You ain't never lied. For being weird. The time I went, like I'm even to this day, like I'm not really into porn like that. Like I knew like who the popular, like Jennie Jameson, like I knew who she was. Like, but I'm not like, oh my God, so and so is, you know what I mean? Right, same here. And we were walking around with me and my boys, and this guy was like, oh my God, you believe so blah blah. And I was like, man, bro, like what? Right, yeah. They geeked out over like adult entertainers, which you know, that's their cool thing, cool. That's cool. But I was just thinking like, what the hell, bro? Yeah. They got names? Yeah. She's fucking page 10 at the bottom of the... No, I'm exactly the same way. And I think it's because I'm also in the industry that like, I don't really like dive deep into porn, to be honest. Like on my personal time, I don't. So like, I know Johnny Sins. I know like Angela White. Yeah, the that's it. Well-known ones. And shit. Right. Yeah. And that's it. So yeah, so I'm walking around AVN and I remember this guy, so my hair is up to here. This is a wig right now, but it's like short, right? And I just remember hearing DJ Waistline's voice from afar, and he's like, love your hair, queen. And I didn't turn around or anything. I heard it, and I knew he was talking to me, but I've had a weird interaction before at like X3 or something. And I was like, oh, it's a cat caller. Like, just ignore him. What do you expect being in this environment? Let's keep walking. And so I keep walking, and he says it louder. He's like, love your hair, queen. And I turn around, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And he introduced himself. I introduced myself. I don't think I told him that I did OnlyFans, because I kind of just wanted to, like, lay low and just be like, oh, I don't do anything, right? Yeah. So, yeah, we introduce ourselves, and then we actually, like, break it off, right? We go separate ways. And then my friend who has worked at the strip club, he has worked at, sees him, like, this is later on in the convention. I'm with my friend, and my friend's like, oh, shit, DJ Waistline, like, Avery, what's up? And they're, like, you know, they're mingling, they're like catching up with each other, and they're best buds. And I'm just like, okay, this is a safe person. This is a trusted person. And so I jump into that conversation, and I'm like, oh, I do OnlyFans. Here's my Instagram. So from there, he was like, oh shit, like, you know, I also do OnlyFans. Let's collab someday. And then one day he was just here in San Diego and we collabed. So that's how we
multiple times?
No, we actually have only done it once.
Which is recently, right?
That was like a year ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
like
you recycle like the content?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
I recycle.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Again, I can't masturbate every single week, like for hours. I can't do it.
You got a bunch of dudes in the I mean, yeah. We need a hand.
Right? Not everything is recycled, but it's like 50% recycled, that's 50, cool. You know, whatever. It's new. So, you know, but it's new-ish. I'd say it's new-ish. Okay. So
when those kind of collabs, like, is it like just going through the motions, or is there any type of passion? You know what I'm saying? Like when you meet somebody you like, you're like, oh, this is exciting. But when when you're going in like, oh, it's just a collab, like.
Yeah, you know, again, like I've done it for 7 years, right? Not OnlyFans, but you know, I've been in the industry 7 years, and I am a sensitive person. So when I did start having sex, I made the mistake of attaching myself to men. Oh, my eyes twitching just saying that. And I've had my heart broken.
Through a collab?
No, not through a collab, but just like investing my emotions into like having sex, right? So I learned early on, before the industry, like, don't put your emotions into it, right?
Oh, okay.
So when a collab does happen, it's just a collab for me. Now, I'm more worried about the awkwardness of, like, you know, how do we get from shaking hands like, oh, it's nice to see you, to
turn around,
you know, suck my dick, you know? Like, we got to get there in like 15 minutes, but how do we get there, you know? So for me, I'm sure you've noticed that I talk a lot.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm just
talking way into some dick.
I think what I do is I hate awkward pauses.
Okay.
And I can't handle like the silence or awkward or like pauses, you know? So I just keep on talking, and, you know, eventually, like I just had a lingerie photo shoot yesterday.
I saw you posted like the yellow.
Yeah, that one.
That was cool.
But again, even though it's not sex, I'm in the car before it happens, and I'm like, okay, how do we want to like transition? Like, it's nice to finally see you. Boom. To boom, here's my tits in lingerie.
Out. Yeah.
Right. And so, you know, I shake hands. How are you? And then I kind of go through like, here's the outfits that I brought in. What do you want to start with? Do you have any ideas? And it kind of just goes from there. So, that's cool. You know, I kind of start off with what are we going to start off with?
Yeah, because I always was curious, like, I know there's no feelings,
right?
And there's no like actual like, oh, I really like this person, like,
right? Yeah,
I can't wait. Right. So it's just kind of like, hey, what's up? All right,
right.
Pull it out. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, let's get to business. You know. So yeah, I mean, I feel like there's an awkwardness.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I really like hate about it. But once I make those collabs, you know, and I see that paycheck, I'm like, damn, who else wants to collab?
Yeah. I'm sure you get guys that like maybe don't have a following, but they're like, hey, if you ever need like
some dick
to like make a video on.
No, I don't do that because I just don't know who you are. And like, you know, I like to see that you've worked with models before or women before, you know. I like to see it.
You have to have an experiance.
Yeah, you have to have a resume. Listen.
And they're like, but how do I get experience if you won't hire me?
Now, if I see that you're new, I'll like check out your stuff. Like if you're amazing with videography and photography, and I see that you have a serious bio, I see that like you're taking it serious, I'll consider it, right? And some OnlyFans models are like, I'll do it if you like pay me for my time. And so, but you know, I'm all about collabing. I'm all about like,
some are like, because I do photography. I'm a photographer, and so like the whole oh no, I don't do trade for print or stuff like that.
So you get it. Yeah. It's the same concept. For me, it's like, hey, if I could get viewers out of it, that's all I really care about, because that's a paycheck to me, right? Even though you didn't pay me, you know, I was new to your viewers, and now they're curious about me, so they switch over to my page.
Right.
And so that's how I kind of see it, and it's worked out, right? I'm full-time on OnlyFans, so I don't charge for collabs, you know, so
that's cool.
You know, so
I love it. Do you get any like odd requests? Because you like, I know you're Mexican, but you have like a eastern part of the world look.
Okay, yes.
Kind of like,
I get that a lot.
I don't, you know, like Mia Khalifa style, you know, like, do you get any like requests regarding that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, surprisingly, I do get a lot of Indian guys, and that's not me trying to be some sort of stereotypical, you know, person right now, but there's a lot of Indian guys who I think they think I'm Indian. Yeah. You know, because I've gotten that my whole life. Like, oh, you don't look Mexican. Right. Like, I'm brown, right? But I don't look.
You're like, oh, wait, let me go put on a tortilla.
Right, yeah. I'm mixed. So it's like my mom is like hella brown, and then my dad is like Caucasian white. So
he's just a white dude?
He's a white dude.
Oh, okay.
So the facial features of a Mexican, I don't feel like they're there. So I feel like I came out as some weird Indian looking, and I don't mean that to be offensive. I'm not saying Indians look weird. I'm saying,
but you do,
my facial mixture is weird.
When I first came across your page, I was like, oh, she looks Indian. Like, that's cool. And then you're like in Mexico. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know, so
so
that's cool though, because more demographic for you to hit.
Right? Yeah. So.
You should learn some like Indian words.
I know.
Like I don't know, like daddy, but
I don't know it either, but I gotta learn it.
I bet you if you say that, you'd be like, what?
And I really like what the women wear, like the saris. They're called saris, and they're just so beautiful. So I would love to wear one. I just don't know when the cultural appropriate moment is for it.
Cancel.
Yeah, so, you know, and then Mia Khalifa, you know, she got in trouble for the hijab.
I think she's not even allowed.
Yeah, she's not allowed, like, in Lebanon, like where she's from.
Because something. She did porn using the...
Right. Yeah, and it's so funny because... So Mexico is really late with news, right? They show news like really late.
Super late. Everything's late. Music.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. And one day my mom was watching TV about Mia Khalifa and like the hijab thing. Yeah. It was on the news for some reason, like the Mexican news. My mom calls me and she's like, oh, mija, have you heard of like this girl? Like she's Muslim. She wore the hijab during like a sex scene. Like I thought you would know about it, because obviously my parents know. Going back to my parents knowing about this, they're cool with it right now.
They're just accepting.
At first it was painful.
I bet
it was really painful. Like I said, my mom cried. I don't think my dad fully knows, I'll be honest, but like family will bring it up around him. It's just something we don't talk about.
That's rude for family to do that. Like
I know. I think I got outed by
why would you do that?
I don't.
Like, what did you gain from? Right. Hey, you know your daughter.
Yeah, because we were having like dinner one day with like my aunts, my tias.
Oh, that's the.
And
forget it. The tias are the
worst. No, but she's white. And
she's an aunt.
We're not talking about the Hispanic ones. We're talking about the freaking white aunties. And she made a joke. She was like, Jennie, I saw your Instagram and I just saw your butthole everywhere.
See, that's a lie, because Instagram don't allow that.
They don't allow it. But she was, you know, insinuating what I do and everything. And I was like, oh, shit. And I think my dad, he obviously heard it, but he ignored it. Yeah. So, but my mom has come to accept it. It was really hard for her. She still doesn't fully accept it, but she also doesn't hate it. You know?
But does she know what it is you do, or she just thinks you're just like posting some nudes on?
I think she thinks it's just nude photos.
Oh man, she'd probably like,
yeah.
She'd probably faint if she
it's so funny because I'm such a troublemaker and I love to make my mom mad for some reason.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm one of the, it's fun, right?
I do it too, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'll show her like lingerie photos, like, mira, mom. And she'll be like, oh, mija.
Dios mío.
Yeah, Dios mío. But then she's like, damn, you're hot, but I don't like that. You know? And then she's seen the air fresheners because I started selling air fresheners. I was actually going to ask you. Yeah. She saw it on my car because I have one on my car. And she's just like, mija, where did you get that ass from? Like, you know?
You're all from you, mama.
Right. But yeah, so parents are kind of so-and-so about it. It's not something I really like, you know, we sit down at a table and I'm like, I just made $1,000 from just showing my tits this month. And my family claps and they're like, well, yeah, you know.
And you, how was your day?
Yeah. They know, but it's unspoken. So
okay.
I'll say
that's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not hurting nobody.
No.
It's not like you're selling drugs and shit.
No, so. Like I said, my mom's very traditional, so it hurt. It hurt. But I'm sure if I had a daughter, I'd be like, damn, like,
oh,
you know,
even then, huh?
No, I would not hate her for it, right? I'd be like, damn, girl, like, make your money, like, you know.
Let me give you some tips.
Let me give you some tips.
You
Shout
need to
out.
go viral.
No, but like, I also wouldn't like it, right? As a mom, I wouldn't be like, oh, my daughter's like, you know,
busting it open.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to church telling my church friends that, you know. So, so yeah,
that's cool. When you decided like, oh, I'm gonna go full time, was there ever any thought like, oh, maybe I should strip, like, or work at a club, or?
Yeah, but I've always backed out of it. So it's funny because Pacers was actually gonna interview me for a stripping, for a stripping position. Now, what's funny? Yeah, right. Now, what's funny about me is that I've never been inside a strip club. Never. I don't know what the inside of a strip club looks like. I don't know what that world is like, and I just don't have a reason to go in.
Right.
I have tits. If I want to see tits, I'm gonna just look in the mirror.
That's fair.
Right. Now, I do love women. Right. I'm bisexual, so I love them. But
it's another thing your mom got to deal with.
Oh my God, it was a whole thing. That's a story for another time. Oh my God, that was a thing. But
in the Catholic home?
Oh my God, it was terrible. Terrible. Oh
You're
my God.
literally trying to kill your mother.
Yes. Oh my God, my poor mother. Oh my God. But anyways, so I've never been to a strip club. I've never found a reason to. And also I'm really intimidated by like the environment, to be honest. Oh. I feel like they're out to scam
aggressive.
me.
Yeah,
they are.
Very aggressive.
They just like twerk on you, like come up.
They'll walk up to you and grab you like, you want to dance? And you say no. It's like another one comes. It's like sharks constantly, and you're just like, you just got to pray that the kind that you really like doesn't approach you. Right? Because then you're in trouble.
That's terrible. Yeah. Right. And
then you feel bad saying like, no, not right now. Thank you.
And you're just trying to like enjoy a burger or something, or like a drink with. Or like
they dance, they come off and they walk around everybody. Did you like my show? And they like pull their thong so you can give them $1, and it's just like,
really?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh my God. Yeah. So can I ask like how much money is appropriate to bring to a strip club? Like,
oh, I mean, it depends what you're into.
What your budget is.
One, but are you there for like lap dances? Or are you there to enjoy like the show of the dancing and stuff?
Okay. I guess if you're there to drink with a friend.
Yeah, you just throw a couple ones here and there. You'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. See, I just don't know the rules
like
of
$100.
Right, yeah.
It's more than enough. You'd probably still leave with some money.
I'd rather go to a casino.
Because how long do you want to be there for?
I'm a casino person, so
I'd rather... you gamble?
Yeah.
Machines or...
I'm a slot person, I can do... Listen, I can do tables. It's just the slots are pretty, okay? I like the noises.
The little ding.
Yeah. I think I have autism for sure, so like anything colorful and, you know...
Were you diagnosed by TikTok?
Yes, oh my God. Someone else made that joke. Oh my God, I said that.
TikTok diagnosed my ADHD for sure.
I said that one day and someone was like, yeah, was it some blonde lady on TikTok telling you that? And I was like, actually?
You're like, maybe. Yeah. She said she was a doctor.
Yeah. They always claim to be, right?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Anyway, so yeah, I've never been inside strip clubs. So for me to work at one, I just don't like, I'm intimidated. Right. And like stripping.
They're cutthroat too.
Right?
The girls, they don't play.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I don't want to I also don't want to walk out of a place and feel unsafe, cuz I had that feeling working at Hustler Hollywood and getting out at 3 a.m. Mind you, I walked home because I lived in downtown.
Oh.
So I would walk home. I would pass the 5th Avenue trolley station. Oh my God. Oof. Oh, at 3 a.m. Oh my God.
Ain't nothing but successful people out there.
Let me tell you. Right? But
no, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I think from Hustlers and Adult Depot too, it's like, I don't like working at those places and walking out to my car.
Right.
And so I feel like I would feel the same about a strip club. So for me, it's really like a safety thing.
It's smart, because I've had a couple girls who strip, and they say they've had like situations where like they get followed or somebody does something to their car and shit. So
no way, that's crazy. See, and I don't want that. And you got paid the bouncer to like protect you and everything, and they're not always going to be there
when you can just continue doing from the safety of your home.
Right. So, for me, like, I'd rather do that. And I've never been interested in working for like a porn company, like Pornhub, Brazzers. It'd be cool. I mean, if they want offer, cool. Right. But I really like being my own boss and like just working at my own pace, working on content that I want to create, and not just some director like, you're going to do anal today.
But they're like, oh, I signed you up for a gangbang. You're
right, yeah. Yeah. And I got to be like, fuck. Yeah. Like, no, thank you.
He's like, oh, by the way, you're swallowing all of them.
Yeah. Right?
Like, yeah. That's exhausting.
I do not want to do that at all. So I'd rather just be home doing OnlyFans. I plan to get on Chatterbait soon with the machine. It's a webcamming site. Oh, okay. So OnlyFans is like, you send out mass messages, right? You can live stream, but it's mostly like upload a video, upload a photo, and mass message.
And let them buy it or not.
Let them buy it. But with the machine, I'm trying to get on Chatterbait, and that's actually like live.
And that's for adult?
It is. Yeah, it's all for adult like porn content. Yeah, it pretty much is. Kind of in the name Chatterbait, you kind of expect it. But yeah, it's like really well known, like masturbating, like what live stream site, So I'm trying to get on there too and just have different incomes.
How does that work? Like you get on live, you're like, all right, we're gonna wait for a couple more people, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
Yeah, I try to like do something fun, like turn on some music. So this is funny. I kind of keep notes on like my lighting. So I have notes on like how to start, how to like make conversation.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll be like, so today, or look at my new toy, or I just came back from Mexico. So my next live stream is probably going to be like a haul of things I got in Mexico.
And then followed by
the machine. Somehow I can transition really well.
That's cool.
They don't want to, I feel like the viewers are like interested in me. Because I feel like there's 1,000 girls masturbating online, right? You can go on Pornhub and it's free, right? But they're subscribed because they like me.
As a person, right?
As a person. And, I've gotten comments of like, I've gotten DMs of like, you're so funny, or I follow because you're funny. And I'm cool. Like a failed comedian. So I don't know.
I think you're pretty successful.
Thank you.
That's crazy. That's funny though.
Yeah,
that's dope that they like you. And it's funny because when OnlyFans came out, I didn't get it. Like, why would dudes want to pay for like fucking Stephanie from down the street's fucking nude?
Right. Yeah.
But that's the allure of it. Like, it's her who I see daily.
Right.
And I've always been curious what she looks like naked.
Oh my God. Yes. One time, this is like a weird story time. I don't know if we want to get into this, but I lived in a cul-de-sac one time at one point in my life, and I was doing the OnlyFans. A husband like next door subscribed to me.
Oh, that's dope.
And then a husband like a few doors down also subscribed, and the whole neighborhood fucking hated me.
The good ladies specifically.
One of the wives came to the door.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I wasn't home. My roommates answered, but she was like crying, and she was like, "I just found my husband like subscribed to Jennie, like." it was apparently he was on my page on their desktop.
Oh, damn. He's bold.
Yeah, the family desktop. Yes. Yes. And he left it there, left it open, walked away, did something.
And boom.
Boom. Like, it's right there.
Jennie getting pounded.
Yes. Oh, my God. Yes. And the wife was so distraught by this. I guess her first reaction was to, like, confront me.
Like you did anything wrong.
Right. Yeah. And I didn't even know. I wasn't home, thank God. But my
so you didn't know, but you found out because the wives told you?
I found out because my roommate was there. He answered the door and let her in.
Oh, shit.
And she was crying on the sofa, apparently. And
dramatic.
Yeah. So my roommate and his wife, like, listened to her. And, yeah, she's just being dramatic in our house. She calmed down, walked away. And I went home and I knew nothing. But once I got home, my roommates were like, yo,
causing problems.
Yeah. The neighbor was just here.
Yeah.
And her husband subscribed to your OnlyFans. And then, like, a week later, another husband from the cul-de-sac from the neighborhood is
because
yes. Oh my God.
Hey, did you know?
Yes.
He's all, well, let me check.
Now I see the hotness.
$3.99. That's a steal.
Right. Now I can see how it's hot. Right? The girl next door.
Exactly.
You know, I'm sure, again, I like women. I'm bisexual. So if I find out the girl next door, I'm not going to harass her or anything.
Yeah, just go subscribe.
Right? But I would be like, damn, that's so hot. Like, you know?
Because you're like, oh, she's like right here.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, she's right there. But yeah, I've been in trouble with my neighborhood because of OnlyFans.
What I do for work, I go out through San Diego a lot. And one day I was walking in these apartment buildings and like there was like this window was like wide open. You could see like into the apartment and there was a stripper pole right in the middle of it. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Like wide open. So like anybody who walks around at least knows like there's somebody in there practicing.
So oh my God.
And I was like, that's smart though, because she could be like, hey guys, here's my link.
Yo, she should write it on her window.
I know, right?
Yeah. QR code.
Follow. Right just a QR code. No words, nothing. No just.
Words. Yeah.
That's smart.
Right. Put your Insta handle on your car. Like, just something.
Did you? Oh, you say you don't really follow. Did you see that girl that was gonna break the record for like?
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't know her name, but
it starts like, with a B.
London. She's from like London. No, she's from the UK or something.
Is she? I don't know.
That's crazy.
I looked into it, but I didn't. Right? Because I didn't know it happened until like the next day because it was on my feed. Yeah. Yeah, me too. But I knew like beforehand because Daily Mail posted about it on Snapchat. Shit. Yeah, and so they were like, this OF creator is planning on sleeping with 1,000 men because at the time the record was like 900 something from some lady, right? And so she wanted to be the new record. And I remember making a joke about it. I screenshotted like the Daily Mail post and I made a post saying like, oh, I'm going to do 1,001 to beat her.
That's insane.
And so, I knew it was going to happen. Then it happened. And in my feed, it popped up. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
You think you could ever do something like that?
Fuck no.
Immediate.
No.
Shut down.
Yeah, hell no. You know, I'll be honest. One guy is like enough for me. It's enough.
He's still respectable with it.
I'm not that loose, but you know, the machine will make me. No.
That's crazy. Yeah, 1,000. I think like, if you'd have been like 10 days in one night, I would like, Jesus Christ. Like,
yeah, I would have been like, 1,000? Dude. You know? And then that's it, right?
Right.
1,000.
That's
apparently
crazy.
she cried
There's
after.
Levels to this.
Yeah.
To this game you're in.
Yeah, there is. I feel like I'm very basic. Like, I don't do anything extreme. No
nothing crazy.
Fetishes. Going back to weird requests. I don't think I answered that question, but, you know, weird requests, like, there's weird stuff on there.
What could be considered weird?
And that's the thing, because there's
I feel like there is no weird in that world.
Oh, there's
a subcategory for everything. You know?
Oh, you know, Yeah. Again, I never want to call something weird because someone is probably watching and probably
and that's
into
their
it.
thing. They're
yeah,
like, oh shit.
They're like, shit. She thinks I'm weird. Well, fuck you. You know.
Unsubscribe.
So yeah, like nothing's weird in that industry, but something can make you uncomfortable in the industry.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
And so for me, like scat requests. So scat porn or scat requests are like poop. Yeah, and I've been requested for those.
You know what? You are 100% right. There's some shit that just...
right? Some people are really into like vomit.
They want to just see you do it?
Yes. Oh my God.
Now, she won't say it, but I'm going to say it. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers.
Now, see, I'm not going to really out this like person because they're probably still subscribed to me. Love them so much, right? I appreciate their support. I appreciate them subscribing and everything. But there's just some subscribers that will just keep on pestering. Oh, can you like poop on camera? Can you like shit in the toilet and like
show it?
Like, yeah. Yep. Yeah. It gets weirder. I just don't think I should dive into it.
Weirder than that?
Yes. And they're like
in your hand or something?
Yes. I'm not even
like
joking.
On your chest,
yes, there's people like that too. Oh my God. It's geez, just
That one is like unsanitary.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, it is.
That's insane, dude.
Smell just
and then take a picture of it. Like nobody wants to like sit there and like look at their
right. I don't know. I'm not insane. Into it. Yeah. I'm not really like on and then, my pages.
Like, what if they have a type? Like I want the fucking ice cream swirl. And that day you had a little bit too much, probiotics, and it's like.
See, this is why I don't do it. I'm like so disgusted right now.
No, 100%, bro.
But there's someone
out there who likes it.
On by it. And I don't know where you can even like find porn
Two Girls,
like
One Cup was popping for a reason.
Oh, God. I saw that when I was like 11 and like listen, I was unsupervised and I think a friend was like, you want to see something funny?
And
I was like, yeah. My innocence like left that day. And I
remember watching it and I was like, I don't know oh my God.
Yeah. It starts off really innocent.
Yeah, like normal porn. You're like, all right, two girls kissing. And then,
what are
you doing with that cup?
Can you find those women and please do a podcast with them?
I wonder what happened to them. Probably married and 10 kids.
Think so? Oh my God. If that was my mom, oh my God.
Oh, that's all right, do you plan on having kids like one day? Not plan, like obviously, like if it happens, cool, but.
Yes and no. Again, like, I feel like, okay, there's a lot that goes into this. Again, I've worked with kids because I loved kids, right? And so for me, I asked the question of what will make me feel fulfilled in life? Because you can't just have a kid just to have a kid.
Right.
Like you have to actually want to like be a mom. Parent, yeah, you want to like actually like want to be there, right? And my mom was a stay-at-home mom. And I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would. So would I be fulfilled having a child? Yes, I actually would. But I live in a house with like 4 roommates and like, OnlyFans doesn't supply me enough to like have a child. Oh, and the thing is, my parents gave me everything. We're talking, I lived in the suburbs, right? Shit. I'm not even going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I grew up rough or
in the
whatever.
Slums.
No, I grew up in the suburbs of Temecula.
Oh, shit.
I'm like one of those kids. Yeah. So,
you grew up nice.
Yeah, I grew up very nice. I had 2 big yards. The yard had, one of those plastic like kid homes.
Oh, yeah.
I had my own little house where I could play in.
A little playhouse.
Yeah, a little playhouse, like a life-size house. I had a swimming pool. I had a swing set, a slide set. I had a garden. Yeah. And there was like 2 different swing sets too.
Oh, and so your expectations on what to give a kid are a little bit.
So this is why I don't want to have a kid, at least like now in my life. It's because my parents gave me everything and I feel like I have to at least have the same for my kid.
Right. Anything else would be
Right. It's
bad parent.
Right. Yeah. For me. And it's so funny because a kid doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like raise a kid in an apartment. Yeah. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. They think apartment living is like the life.
That's what they know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they know.
That's funny.
But my expectations of like what I need to provide for a child, and also like my patience did run out after 7 years with kids, and
right when he hit you, you're like done.
Right.
This motherfucker.
Right.
Permanent birth control.
Right. But if there comes a time where I can provide all of that and be a stay-at-home mom, awesome. That would be like the dream, right?
Right.
But for now, I don't even have a man to like provide me a child
to
with.
Give me a kid.
To give me a kid.
Yeah.
So, and not a lot of guys want to get with an OnlyFans girl. So.
I was going to ask you that right now. Like, is that like,
oh my God.
Have you tried dating? And they're like, hey, so what are you doing? And you're like, what? And then how do you know them? Probably through like
right
IG. So they know.
Right. Yeah.
And they're probably just like, well, I'll try to smash.
Right. That's the thing. So like, I've been on dating apps recently.
Okay.
I haven't dated in about 2 or 3 years. I'm divorced, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I'm traumatized. And that's the thing. I feel like I have luggage, and the OnlyFans doesn't help at all.
Right.
Right. Imagine meeting a girl and she's like, yo, so I got an ex-husband. I've been married before. I show my pussy online. Like, that's not really. Let this machine
pound me.
Right.
Like, yeah. That's a rough start.
Right, yeah. So for me to want like this perfect man that like provides everything, he's like a doctor, lawyer,
right.
Everything like picture perfect. And then I'm just like not picture perfect. Like I'm not going to find that person, I feel like.
I mean, I'm sure your person exists who is like,
right.
Oh, babe, I love that. Keep doing your thing.
It's slim pickings.
It's probably difficult, right?
Right. So so what I started to do is that I don't tell them right away on what I do. I kind of go with like my last job. So I was working a retail store, like one of those Mexican retail stores in Old Town.
Oh, okay.
And so I kind of start off with, oh yeah, I do retail. I'm a salesperson, and that feels shitty. Like
to lie?
Yeah, because I am going to disclose what I do, but I can't do it right away because then nobody's going to be serious.
Right.
But
then when also, it comes up, they're going to be like, damn.
I'm a liar.
Loki wasted my...
Yeah, so like there's like a lose-lose situation here where it's like, if I disclose it first, nobody's going to be serious. And if I disclose it later, I'm like a liar and like... Yeah. I don't know their views on it. Then they're going to be like, girl, what? Like, you're a slut. Like, get away from me. Like, what? What the hell?
Side note, I like when you, like, random story post that says, I'm a whore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Again,
funny like, as shit, dude.
So my marketing scheme is, like, funny shock. So,
like lean into the stereotype.
Right. Yeah. I try to reclaim the words.
I like it.
Right.
I'm a supporter of the ladies of the night, like.
Hey, that's what's up.
Like, do whatever makes you happy.
Listen, I've been in the industry 7 years. Calling me a whore is not new. Right. It's not, right? You're not going to hurt my feelings. I've heard it before. Probably right now someone's calling me a whore.
For sure, right?
Tomorrow someone's going to call me a whore. And the next day someone's going to call me a whore.
I've had a couple people like comment on the YouTube like fat ass, and it's like,
I didn't know.
That's the best you came up with.
Right?
Shocker. So like,
do people think we don't know
right,
like, the obvious?
Like we're not aware?
Yeah. And that's what I posted, I'm a whore. I'm self-aware. Yeah. In parentheses.
I love that. I was like, that's fire.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll make a sticker out of it.
You should do a shirt that says right here, like I'm with the little QR code in the back.
Oh, I gotta write this down somewhere.
Like, follow here.
Right. Because I am making stickers now. So
that's dope.
I got to think.
I like the marketing, like the air fresheners.
Oh my God, sold out right away.
Did you have to pick a scent? Like.
Yeah. So I go on Etsy.
Oh, somebody makes them.
Yeah, somebody else makes them. I don't make them. Hell no, because I don't have the printer for it. the paper for it. I don't got
the fragrance.
The press machine. That shit's like expensive.
That's funny that somebody you're like messaging somebody like, hey, I need a fresher of my ass, and they're like, say less.
Listen, this girl was already like, her title was lingerie sexy, like custom made air fresheners. So there's people who specifically make sexy. She has a niche. Yeah, and I found her, and I'm like, boom, like get me this. And I made like 13 of them or something as like a test run. Boom, sold out. Everyone loved it. And so right now, content's kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm focused on like air fresheners, selling stickers, selling used undies.
Dude, I was just gonna say that's like a market too.
That's a market.
Didn't you post like a menu thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I have like...
one of them was like underwear.
Yeah, so that's for the website I'm building.
Oh, that's right. You were scrolling through and I saw like in the video it said like underwear. Dude, dudes will buy that shit.
Dudes will buy it.
Do they request like, hey, go to the gym or?
Yes.
Oh, see, I knew it. I was not tripping on that.
Yeah, it's actually a big thing on Reddit.
Guys do it too though. I saw this dude on TikTok. He was like, oh, I'm going to the gym, and then he like put them in a Ziploc, put them in the mailer and shipped them off, and I was like, ladies.
Get your bag, dude.
Wait, I'm assuming it's a lady. That's wrong of me because it could have been a guy. Like, I need to smell them drawers.
I don't know. I didn't know that. See, I'm learning something new about the industry every single day. Damn. I didn't know that. That's wild.
Have you sold them already?
Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
And they come with a free mini print. So, you know.
Like a picture?
Yeah, like a picture. So
a Polaroid?
Yeah.
There you go. Enjoy.
Pretty much. That's what
fire.
it is.
That's dope.
It'll say like thank you on the back, like handwritten. And so, because again, I appreciate anyone that supports what I do, because I get to stay at home and masturbate as a job.
It was funny. Guys we really be sniffing panties. Like,
really?
Like,
it's a thing. Dude, do you know any of
thing, dude?
Have you met someone like that? Like any homies? Any
me? What the? I used to do that shit.
Living proof.
Yeah,
right
I remember when I was going to school up north.
Yeah.
I kept a few panties from girls, and I kept them like in the drawer.
And they know you have it, right?
Well, they gave it like.
Oh, they gave
I was like, yo, let me have those. They're like, all right, whatever. Damn. And then I moved back with my mom.
Oh,
temporary, and I told her, I was like, I'm not staying.
Right.
It's just like in between till I get an apartment. She decided she was gonna like redo my room and put all my stuff back. And I come home and she's just like holding up the panties, and I was like,
what the hell is this?
Mom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but no, that's like a thing though. So that's why I'm sure that there's guys out there like,
yeah, that's
I gotta get
crazy.
a sniff of those, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I remember when OnlyFans was like a new thing. I remember that a male was like the top earner.
Oh, bro.
And he was like masturbating, but he would show his feet. He was a feet model.
While like beating his meat?
Yeah, and he made a ton of money. And so men can do it.
Right.
Men can be very successful.
You do the feet thing too?
If people request for it, see, it's one of those innocent things where I'm like, I'll do this, you know, and I let them pick the polish for free. I have a bunch of polish, and so I'm like, yo, what color you want, you know?
Yeah. He's a white.
Yeah. And then they'll tell me like soles are like a big thing. So like
to show the sole?
Yeah, the soles of the feet. So they're like, please.
I wonder what that does for them. Like,
I don't know. I have no idea.
Such an interesting like industry you're in. Like this like menu style, whatever Burger King, like have it your way.
Yeah.
Kink.
It's really funny. I'm gonna wrap myself out right now and say that I have Googled feet porn. I tried to see what it was all about. And like the first 10 seconds, I'm like laughing. Because it's for me, it's so innocent.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, like, you know, like this, it's feet. Like, that's it. It's feet.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, yeah.
And like I've said before, like I could appreciate like a set of like nice feet, but like to be like,
me too.
Oh, like I gotta rub it out. That's crazy.
Right.
Dude.
Like seeing feet doesn't turn me on.
Right. It doesn't like, nah,
it's a big thing.
But there's a lot of people who triggers like the little
it's something.
horny.
Listen, I don't care. It's innocent enough to where I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's innocent.
That's dope, man. You live a very interesting life then.
I know.
And honestly, like if I saw you, like your content is one thing.
Yeah.
But if we see you like in person, they probably have like no idea.
No idea.
Because you don't look, not that there's a look, but.
There's a look.
Okay, you said it. But
yeah.
You're not like, you don't, there's some girls that you just look at and you're like, damn, she looks.
Right, yeah.
Like, sex appeal is her thing.
No, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then you see you and you're just like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, what I get a lot is that
especially with your short hair, more innocent.
Right?
Yeah.
So like long hair is like, stripper vibes and long nails too.
Yeah.
Obviously I look the part right now, but catch me in the street and like I'm actually very covered up.
Like a hoodie and shit.
Yeah, I'm either very comfortable like in sweatpants or a hoodie, or my aesthetic is like old money. So I'm very like just coat, like, and like cool, fancy pants or whatever, like business attire, so I'm very covered up. And so when people find out, for some reason, people always say like, oh, you talk normal. And what they mean, what they mean is like, they expect like, hey baby, like, guess what I do for a living, Yeah, no, I'm like, hey. I go to a party and I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, how do you know this friend? Like, just normal. Yeah. I don't go anywhere and just be like, yo.
Seductive.
Yeah.
Off the top. Hi, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Hey, chill out.
Yeah, so I get a lot of like, oh my God, you're so normal. Yeah. I'm like, thank you. What do you expect? Like porn stars and sex workers?
Walk around with a dildo. Who's ready to party?
Yeah. Do you just think we're party girls like all the time? No. Like I said, like masturbating enough is like as a job.
It's a chore.
It's a chore. Yeah. So to like act the part outside of work, it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So.
Imagine you like meet a guy and you take him home and then he's like, where's the bathroom? And he walks into your room and it's like,
so I saw something big in the bathroom.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right? No, I hide it pretty well. Oh, okay. When people come to my place,
you say you have roommates?
I do, and none of them know what I do.
Come on.
And I've lived there for like almost a year now.
They don't know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know them like that. They don't hear like,
I
actually don't know.
I'm sure you're being cinematic for your performance.
I have no idea if they have heard something. To be
men
quite honest. Huh?
Is it men or women?
One man and then 3 women.
He has to fucking.
And I don't like dress that way around the house. Like if I'm like in lingerie, like filming and I need water, need to go to the kitchen, I throw on like this robe that like covers everything. Oh. Take off the fishnets so they don't see like my feet, like, covered in fishnets and high heels. And so I hide it pretty well.
That's cool.
And there's really no reason for me to hide it. It's just I don't really know them that well, to be honest.
So it's kind of like just like strangers?
It is. Yeah, okay. I met them on a website, Room available for under 1,000, townhouse.
Yeah, that's crazy that's like the price for a room.
I know, for a room. And then, I just came back from Mexico.
Oh, I mean, come on.
1,000 gets me like a house all by myself.
For sure.
And
multiple rooms and car garage and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Guadalajara is beautiful too. I love it there.
Oh, you've been there?
Yeah, I have family there.
Yeah. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay, my grandma's from there.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I loved Tlaquepaque.
Oh, yeah.
It was so beautiful.
My family lives in Tonalá.
Oh, we were there. Mm-hmm. We were there too. Okay, very cool. Okay, so I was around that area.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there.
Yeah, but 1,000 over there?
I remember my cousin, we went to go visit him. We went to his house. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, bro, just curious. Like, what do you pay? And this was a few years ago, but he said it was like $450.
For a house?
Like, I converted it to dollars, to US.
Yeah.
Yeah, $450 a month. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, man, I need her.
What? Oh, my God, that's crazy.
But the cool thing is that you could probably do it because you're an online
I've thought about it.
I'm sure you can find a collaborator out there.
No, I've actually thought about just moving over there and still doing it. Yeah.
No, I'm sure you'd be pretty successful.
I mean, sure. You know, I'm tired of living with people.
Yeah, right.
I'm tired of living with them. And, you know, financially, I'm okay here in San Diego, but like, I'm not rich, you know?
Not yet.
not yet, right? But yeah.
That's dope.
I've thought about going to Mexico.
I mean,
maybe sometime.
You're in the right industry to do it. So.
I know, right? I feel like I'm missing the opportunity to be like better off somewhere else. Yeah. So
doing your content and then go to like, you know, Playa de Carmen or something.
I know, right? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's in the future.
Yeah, for sure. You did the shoot the other day. Was that for your OnlyFans or is that just some? No,
it's going to be on Instagram. We didn't do any nudes or anything.
So that's the Instagram content.
Right, yeah. Got you. Again, for me, it's all about like reaching out to a new audience. So I've never worked with this photographer. I've known him from like car meets. So I've seen him around before and said hi to him in person before. Mm-hmm. And so he was like, let's collab. And I'm like, great, a new audience. It's all about just like reaching. So him posting it,
obviously, is going to get...
Yeah. Because his
new eyes on you, yeah,
right? Because they don't know who I am. They've never seen me before, and so it's going to be new people.
That's cool.
Here we go, another flood of people.
Hey, here too. You know, I hope we get you a couple subscribers or something.
Then they'll think I'm a teacher.
Yeah,
and they'll be like, "Oh, pitchfork." Yeah,
you're gonna be outside my house.
Right.
You don't live here, man.
Right. So, but it was fun. It's going to be an Instagram one.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it's really funny because I'm not on Reddit, not on Twitter. I market on Instagram. And it's been
I have a friend who started selling, like doing feet.
Yeah.
Just feet. Mm. And I was like, I think Twitter, like, you know, I see, like, I barely go on Twitter, but whenever I'm checking like a feed, it's like porn.
Yeah.
Porn. And I was like, that's where most that I've seen is like they advertise on there.
Right.
And you know, it comes with some success. So I was telling her, I was like, just do a Twitter and like, just post your feed. Like, it'll do its own thing, you know, like organically it would just like reach your target audience.
For me, I honestly feel like it's too late.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Because I think the more you show, it's hard to reverse to something more innocent, you know?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I feel like it is too late to just be like a feet model.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, girl, I seen your titties. You better put some socks on.
Right. No, like, that's awesome that girls can just post their feet and like...
Make some money.
I wish I was like that, but I can never reach that audience.
Oh, it's too late for you. You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah, it's too late.
Because they're going to be like, wait, what is the... Oh, girl, I want to see this.
They're like, girl, I just paid you $30 for some toes, and you show your pussy for $5. Like, what?
I'm getting scammed.
Right? Yeah. So it's just too late to be a feet model, but I could if I would.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
If I can.
Yeah,
but no, I can't.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah,
I like that. I like you're the first. I've had a couple girls who have like OnlyFans. Yeah, they're always like either strippers too, and like the OnlyFans is kind of like the side.
Oh, really?
Where you're like the first who's like,
this is my job.
This is what I do.
Yeah, literally, there's no other income other than
fire.
That. Yep.
That's dope.
Yep.
That is cool. I think it's like the coolest thing ever. Just because, one, you're on your own boss. You empowered by it. So
right. Yeah. Cool. So and I get to stay home and I do draw. I draw.
Oh, you draw?
Yeah. I have paintings, drawings, and so I can focus on that stuff. I read books. I'm reading Prince Harry's book right now.
Oh, nice.
Weird interest of mine is the royal family, the British royal family. Real? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just love them. So I'm reading their books right now. But see, if I'm too tired from like a 9 to 5, like I don't think I could be.
That's true.
Out and about, or like I love discovering new coffee places.
Oh, I'm a coffee lover too.
Yeah. Oh my God. Barrio Logan, Chicas. I think that's
the pink one.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
So good.
I was gonna go down. I was like, it's kind of girly in there. Like,
no, listen, it is, but so good.
It's like a like a warehouse.
It is.
Yeah. See, I've driven by it a few times, and I was like,
yeah.
I've been meaning to go in there and try to like have a cup.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. They have the foam on it, like the marshmallow foam, and then they put cereal on it.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, I got mine with Cocoa Puffs, strawberry foam, and like a chocolate, like a strawberry chocolate latte. It was fancy.
Oh damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing by one day and be like, yep.
They're going to wonder
Jennie
why
sent
they're
me.
tagged in this.
Yeah.
Like OnlyFans creator.
Just a picture
podcast.
of your titties with the cup.
Yeah. And then they're tagging and they're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck would I do?
Right?
That's so cool though.
But see, I love adventuring. I drove up one bored day. I drove up to LA, went to some museum, and it was a weekday. And see, I can't do those things if I have a 9 to 5.
Like a Monday through Friday, yeah.
Right. So I feel like I'm very blessed that this took off because girls will start OnlyFans and it's dead.
Yeah.
Forever. Like they never gained traction, never anything. My first day, 10 subscribers instantly.
Oh shit!
And at the time when I started, I didn't know.
Wanting to see your titties.
Yeah, people been wanting. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, I gotta see those.
Yeah, and so at the time, my subscription was $10.
Oh shit!
And so I made $100 like my first night on OnlyFans, and so I feel like I was always like destined
to be OF girl.
Nah, I feel like I've always just been blessed
Yeah.
to like have money come from there. And
That's
it's
cool.
just blown up because of TikTok and Instagram and my stupid reels. And I honestly didn't mean for any of this to happen.
It just happened.
It just happened.
Organically.
I did not want any part of this industry. Going back to 7 years ago at Hustlers, I just needed a paycheck, okay?
Damn.
I didn't
now
know.
look at you.
I didn't know about porn or anything. And not to be like TMI or like oversharing.
I think it's too late for that.
It's yes. But to overshare even more, I lost my virginity in my 20s.
Oh,
so
shit.
I didn't like
So you weren't out here like slutting out at a young age.
No,
Right.
hell no. When I started Hustlers, I think I lost my virginity around that time
To a
in my
boyfriend?
20s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a boyfriend in college. And so I was like new to everything, like not only the industry, but like new to sex. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know about butt plugs, you know?
You're like, what?
Yeah.
Where?
And I remember telling my coworkers at Hustlers, I'm like, oh, I just barely like had my first time. And like one of my coworkers, I'll never forget this. He was like, why did you start so late? I'm like, I think 20 is a good age, right? Like,
I mean, it's probably late.
it is, but I'm glad it happened that way because it's like I wasn't a stupid teenager.
Oh, right.
I don't stress about like teenage pregnancies.
That's true.
I was homeschooled, by the way, so
There was no chance of that.
right. There was absolutely no chance.
No
of that.
opportunity to be
No, hell no.
fucking that Plaza Bonita.
No, hell no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. And I lived in TJ.
Oh, shit.
And my Spanish is shit.
Still.
So I can't meet people, you know?
Right.
I didn't move here until I was 20
Oh, damn.
in San Diego. So.
Damn,
yeah.
you like hit the ground running then.
Yes.
Like straight to Hustler.
Yeah. I needed money.
Yeah.
I got hit with San Diego bills.
Right.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need to make some money.
Yeah, I need to make some money.
I wanted to ask you if I don't how many times do you record in a week?
Honestly, I think once or twice.
Okay.
Because you also have to remember that there's also customs.
Oh,
so
those are specific for...
Yeah, specific for whoever wants a custom. I am getting rid of that though, because with 7,000 subscribers on there,
That's a lot of custom.
I can't even open every DM. Like I
damn.
can't do it. So I'm getting rid of those, unfortunately. But right now there are customs going on, and so
you really have like a job.
I have a job.
You're like, us Monday, let me bang out like 10 of these customs.
People don't realize I actually spend like 8-10 hours doing it, because like not doing it,
Right.
but like put
Doing
on makeup,
something,
right?
yeah.
Wake up, shower, put on makeup, get ready for it, film what you got to film. First, set it up, right?
Yeah.
Film what you got to film, which is a few hours, a live stream, 2 hours. Then I shut it off. I fulfill customs, afterwards because my makeup's still on. So do the customs. Then you got to edit all of that. To
post.
Yeah. And take a good screenshot of a good moment in a video and then post it on like the For You page on OnlyFans, like censor something.
Oh, they have like a...
Yeah,
like
they have a feed. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So I do little previews. Then I got edit for like Instagram and, make that post. So it's actually like an 8 to 10 hour day. Damn. It really honestly is. People think I exaggerate, but no.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's actually a job.
Damn.
No, it's not just 1 or 2 hours. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
It's actually 8 to 10 hours.
Does the machine, this may...
No, I'm an open book, so.
Does the machine make you climax?
Surprisingly, dick in my pussy doesn't.
Oh, shit.
And I'm very honest with my viewers about that.
Like, you're not going to see...
Yeah, I'm very honest. Like,
so a
lot of people are like, squirt for me, baby. And I'm just like, I'm so
That's
sorry.
Not happening.
I can't. I just can't. Now, there has been a few times that I have actually came on video. There was one time I did squirt. Not like crazy, right? Yeah. But just like something, right? But that wasn't due to like dildo like play or anything. That was just like,
and a little DJ
acoustic.
Action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little flicking the bean.
Yeah, playing the acoustic, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
that's what's up.
But I'm very honest with my viewers and they like that honesty.
Oh, yeah, because it's like they're not waiting for something. You set the expectation correctly.
Yeah, so I've gotten like comments in the live stream like, well, I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. Because I imagine like, yeah, you're doing it for work, but you kind of have to want to.
Yeah.
Like,
and also I can't fake it,
Right,
I just can't. I can't.
Probably have to concentrate. Like, all right, I gotta enjoy this real quick.
Right. Even in my like personal life, this is me oversharing again.
Right.
But like in my personal life, I close my eyes and have to like concentrate. I apologize to dudes all the time. I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah. Yes, I actually say that. I'm like, listen, it's not you.
Don't talk.
You were great.
Yeah.
Just turn off the light, put a bag over your head. No, I'm joking. But I'm very honest about it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Has it ever been where, like, oh, you do your personal one with a good and be like, all right, bro, I gotta film my, I gotta work now, I gotta clock in.
Right. Well, like kick out guys for it?
No, but just like, that was fun. Now I have to do the work part of it.
Actually, yeah. Because the thing about me is if I put on makeup and I'm meeting
you're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of it. So when a dude is at my place, or, I just have makeup because I'm with the dude, I'm like, okay, time to go home and film what I got to film. And it kind of works out because I'm already wet,
Preheated the oven.
Preheated. So it kind of works in my favor. So it's actually easier to film on like days like that. Yeah. I talk as if I have a lot of sex, but
Well, kind of.
And the thing is, like every guy that I sleep with wants to film.
Of course.
All of them want to.
It's like the thrill of it, like,
right? Yeah.
Oh, she does that, like,
yeah.
I've always kind of wanted, like, right. I think every guy's done like the personal, video.
Yes, every single guy. I can't remember a time that I've had sex and a guy hasn't whipped out his phone. Like, but I can't remember.
Do you welcome it? Like, well, fuck it,
I do.
That's a new video for the viewers.
Unfortunately, I'm numb to it. Unfortunately, so sometimes like they don't even tell me. And I just like hear the dude,
But you gotta be like, hey, shoot that.
Yeah, and
send it to me.
Like, I'll question them afterwards. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Sometimes I'm like, can you send that to me?
Yeah. We're out the film tonight.
Right. Yes. Oh my God. So it works out, but also like, it's sad because it takes away
the intimacy of it.
Right. Because I genuinely have liked some guys And it's just unfortunate when like the phone
unfortunate
comes
they
out.
do look at you as like
The phone
unfortunate
comes
they
out.
do look at you as like like an amusement park, you know, like I'm gonna get fun. I'm gonna get some fun out of this.
Right. Yeah. So
I mean, part of the cons of the whole industry. So
yeah. So and that happened like recently too. Like I was genuine about some guy off of a dating app. Right. Didn't tell him what I did, and the funny thing is that I've been in 4 magazines. So
shit.
I was showing that off. I was showing off the magazines I've been in. Right.
Like the car ones.
No, I've been in like lingerie, like
okay, that's what's up.
boudoir.
So published.
Yeah, published.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm published in 4 magazines.
Not respect on her
right?
name.
But I was showing that because I thought I would ease into the OnlyFans like that way. So I'm like, yo, I've been in these magazines, and I showed him photos. Like I sent him photos of like the magazines I've been in, and unfortunately, because I'm stupid, I didn't remember that my Instagram handle is on the magazine.
So he found it.
He found the Instagram because I don't even like tell guys. I've told guys that I don't even have an Instagram. When they try to add
smart,
me.
because
Yeah, again, it goes into that like lying thing, and I don't like lying, but also I have to if I want to be serious with some dude.
Yeah.
And so, I tell dudes like I don't even have one. But this guy, he saw it on the magazine, and then I get a text from him like the next day. And he's like, so I looked at your Instagram from the magazines.
Oh, man.
And saw that you do OnlyFans. Now, see, he's still interested, but it shifted.
Right.
It shifted to like, oh, can you take personal photos for me? And
yeah, because now, honestly, as a guy, we'd be like, oh, well, fucking asking for news ain't gonna be a problem.
Know.
It's gonna be like, yo, you just shoot over what you got.
It just sucks when I'm actually trying to be wifed up and I actually liked you, and now you're like, fuck, you're hot. I didn't know your titties were online. Now, because now the seriousness has shifted where he still likes me, but in a different way. So
more of a fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
So it sucked. And then he started following the Instagram, of course. And now I get texts like yesterday. He's like, oh, the photo shoot. You look so hot.
He's a sneak peek.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. And so.
That's sad.
It's just unfortunate.
That sucks.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
Just don't give up your Instagram next time.
I won't show the magazines next time.
There you go. Or zoom in, crop.
Right? I have to crop it out now. But that was like a loss. That was a loss.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's okay. It's okay. My person's still out
live and
there.
learn,
I live and I learn.
Everything's a lesson.
Yeah, that was dumb of me. Yeah.
Right. We all make mistakes. Players fuck up.
I got excited about the magazines. I'm like, oh, let me show this dude.
That is cool, though, that you've been published in magazines.
Yeah, so, I'm very proud of them. They're on the shelves of my house.
Oh,
and I want to display them, like, in one of those glass, like, displays. And, yeah, I'm very serious about my magazines.
Fuck. If I had, like, one of my photos in a magazine, I'd be proud of that, too.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I have friends that, like, have wanted it signed.
Oh, for
no
sure.
fans or anything, but just, like, personal friends. And mom has a copy, too. And
it's lingerie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not Hustler.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so, I'm very proud of them. And
that's cool.
I hope to be in more, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you become super uber successful where you have your own booth at the next AVN. So
I hope so.
That'd be cool.
I really want to.
I kind of want to go back. Just like my friends are all married now, so it's like trying to convince their wives to.
God.
We're gonna go to a convention.
Where there's porn stars.
Yeah.
Some wives are cool. You see wives with husbands there all the time, and I feel like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To have a relationship like that. That means it's secure.
Yeah, for sure. I think my wife would be cool with me going.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to go by myself. That's creepy.
Yeah, that's
just walk around like titties.
Yeah, this past AVN, had I not been sick, I was planning on going alone, but I was planning on getting an extra ticket and like asking my male friends who wants to go.
Oh shit.
To go alone.
Yeah.
God.
That's
my God. Yeah.
You need somebody there.
Yes.
I had a friend who modeled car shows specifically.
Oh shit.
And she would ask me to go and be her like
security bouncer.
Because, you know, dudes are like, oh, you need help on, you know. And
yes.
So she'd be like, no,
yes,
he'll help me and shit like that.
Right, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so
all right.
I remember thinking, I was like, why you want me? But then I understood. I was like, oh,
yes.
creepy dudes out here.
Yes, unfortunately.
Trying to grab a little butt cheek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Men get like crazy. Again, I'm bisexual. I've never been that crazy for like a girl in public. Never. I've never thought to grab, catcall. I've never thought to like be just like weird, you know? Like
I won't even like break my neck.
Right.
To me, it's like, it's not that serious. It's just,
it's not.
Once you see some titties and ass, you've seen them all. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
yeah.
It's not that deep. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, she got fatty. Like, if it comes, cool. If not,
right.
I ain't even stressing over it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of the same way. And it's like, I just leave women alone.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feels,
That's
first
the
of
best.
all. Yeah.
Just leave them alone, fellas.
Just leave them alone, please.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but AVN, I would, because I've been to X3.
Is that the one in LA?
It is.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but it's kind of like the MVM, but without the award show.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's a little smaller, so like it's really crowded. I don't like the place that they have it at, and I've been approached by some dudes there that are just like my male friend. He's such a dumbass, and he doesn't get why he needs to stay with me at all times. But he'll like run off to like.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, titties and ass everywhere.
Yes.
I'll see you later.
Yes.
I'll meet you at the entrance in 20 minutes.
He'll ditch me, and I'll be like, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Like,
you know?
I brought you for a reason.
Yeah. But no, he'll just ditch me, and that's when dudes actually like come up.
They're just waiting. Like,
yes. And I remember just one guy. He would not leave me alone.
Damn.
I was in line to see Angela White.
Is that an adult artist?
Yeah,
okay.
An Australian adult star.
Wait, is she the one that broke her back or something? Her tailbone?
Oh, I don't know.
No, because I think I was watching a podcast and they had a girl on. She was from Australia and she like jumped into, you know how they have those like pits with foam balls?
Oh yeah.
She jumped in, but they weren't real foam balls, and like there was like no room between concrete and the ball. Like,
oh my God.
So she like cracked her spine or something.
Damn, y'all.
That name sounds familiar. It's probably her. I don't know.
God.
That sounds horrible though.
That's crazy. I've worked at an interactive art museum like that, and the public be like that.
People dumb.
They're dumb. They're dumb as fuck. I'm not calling her dumb, but just
a little bit. Come on, it's okay.
Yeah. If you're in a museum, an interactive one like that, don't jump in the ball pit.
Don't. Period. If it's not Sky Zone,
don't jump, run. Yeah, if it's not Sky Zone.
if you don't see other people jumping, how about don't do it?
Listen, if there's rules, it's because someone has done it
and fucked up.
And they fucked up. They got hurt, right?
Follow
that's
the rules,
unfortunate, though. Oh, that sounds like horrible. It hurts. Yeah. No, but I don't know if Angela White is okay, but I was in line for her. Some dude behind me just starts chatting me up pretty much.
Were you wearing something that gave, I'm also in this type of field?
And no. I was wearing like jeans, but then the top was like lingerie, kind of like what you see now.
Type?
Yeah, kind of what you see now. And again, like unfortunately, it's expected in that environment when you're in lingerie. Right. You're a girl alone in a line. I expected it, but also like know better and don't walk up to anyone being sexual at all, even at conventions like that.
Did he walk up and was like, yo, I'm trying to fuck?
No, he was actually like the opposite. He was like, oh, I really love like what you're wearing. Really innocent at first. And I think my mind is like blocking off like the interaction with him. But at the time I was married, but I didn't go with my husband. I was with a male friend. And I was like, that's my husband. Like, I'm here with my husband. The husband was like chatting up some porn star like across the room, right? But he just starts asking weird questions like, oh, do you guys do threesomes? Can you squirt like on camera? Shit. Yeah. Again, like
0 to 100.
Yeah. Again, even though it's a porn convention, I feel like that's really like odd to like ask someone like, oh, do you like squirt and have threesomes on camera with your husband? Like, are you guys swingers?
Fuck.
And he wants to know like me and my husband's like fetishes and like just really weird. And I make up bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we film, whatever. Or like, no, we don't film. I forgot what I told this dude, right? But I was making up some bullshit. And I was like, yeah, I'm a content creator. And this dude had the audacity to be like, I don't know how you married women can put yourself out there like that.
Wow.
And he's pretty much like putting me down.
The place where...
He's in line to meet a porn star. Like, dude, what are you doing?
That mentality is weird.
Dude, and to say that
judge?
to me, yeah.
He's like, excuse me.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love your videos.
Yes. And then he goes on an event of like women in general doing it. And he's like, I could never be with a woman who's a porn star. Which, cool, but then again, you're telling a content creator at a porn convention this.
That's crazy.
In my mind, I'm like, what is this dude? Yeah, I'm like, what a loser, dude. Yeah. You're in line for like a porn star.
Thirsty fuck.
Yeah. And he's talking about how he doesn't know how women can put themselves out there like that. And like all this.
Be watching too much red pill content.
Yeah. He's just saying stupid shit. Yeah. So like, it was a sexual conversation turned into like a hateful.
Yeah, it went from like, oh, I want to see to like,
yeah.
War.
Right. So now, ever since that dude, I don't like to be at those conventions in general, but
especially
alone.
Not alone.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, alone. Sure. Hell no. But that was weird.
That's super weird.
That's fucking weird. I don't know. Dude was on something.
You definitely live a very interesting life. From an ID badge, just all you know, like flourished, which is crazy. And then my friend randomly sending me that video, and I was like, "Oh shit,
that's
like,
funny."
Hey man, she's in San Diego, bro. Like I was like, "All right."
Did he think it was funny? At least.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to cut this and put this in the beginning. Shout out to Matthew. He's the one because I sent him the screenshot. I was like, I asked her. Yeah. And he's all, just shout me out, bro. So shout out to Matthew. Appreciate you sending me the video.
Hi, Matthew. Thanks, Matthew. Now I'm on a podcast because of you.
Thank you, Matt.
Shout out.
That's funny. No, but that's cool. You live a very interesting life. And,
it's very weird.
Honestly, I ain't going to keep you too long, but it was so interesting to hear your story from an ID badge. So
thanks.
I do appreciate you coming through and
of course.
Sharing with the class.
Yeah, I'm a chatterbox, so you know, and an open book, so like
so easy to talk to too. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Maybe you can have me on and
hey, whenever you want to come back,
share my traumas and daddy issues apparently. Because, that's why I apparently do this.
That's what's in the comments. So.
Yes.
So those guys know exactly what's wrong.
Yeah. Let me tell you about my suburban Temecula traumatizing.
Oh, the slums.
Life. Yeah. The
Daddy
slums
worked,
of Temecula.
Was never around. Yeah.
Wine country. Oh man, there's wine everywhere.
What a horrible upbringing.
Horrible. Terrible.
I don't know how I'm surprised you came out of it.
I know. But yeah, I enjoyed being here. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Go ahead and let the camera know what's your Instagram so they can find you and subscribe to to all your subscriptions available.
Yes. All of my social media is Jennie After Dark. There's no other different social media username. I'm Jennie After Dark everywhere.
Nice.
So Instagram, OnlyFans,
Snapchat,
Chatterbait, everything.
All of it.
Jennie After Dark.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you again for coming through. I had fun. And we'll probably see if we can do it again.
Yes, please.
Catch up, you know?
Yes.
Until next time, peace.
Yeah, you looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get